No
Okay.
wahala, no wahala.
Before we start, Sha, I want to do the contribution for this um,
Very, very important.
for the miscellaneous that they come up during this our project stuff, podcast stuff rather.
You discuss that end of the show though, because like say you don't already eat them live.
Yes, exactly. I don't eat life.
So like so maybe just talk that one end of the show. Okay. Good day, everyone. Your number one podcast is back after a period of absence, a very long period of absence due to some technical issue. We are back bigger and stronger. So MetaBallLites is back here to stay. In the building, we have our able fans from everywhere from the club, each clubs. Let's start with Emirate. Emirate, that far now.
In the house, so I greet
We greet
everybody
you.
here.
Oh my guy, Liverpool house is on fire. Oh. Salah, Carragher, everybody they took them back to back. You don't reach your side.
Omo, na dem sabi sha. Omo leave all the carry no know wetin dem dey do normally now.
Oh well, we get
You
into
saw,
that. It's part
you
of
saw,
our
you saw
agenda.
Gerard's response, I mean.
Is it?
Did you see Gerard's response?
I saw
Oh
it
well,
now.
yeah, we'll get into that.
Very,
We'll get into that. Very
very
matured and
chill.
calm. Yeah, very matured and calm. But that is the voice of Ray. Ray, the Man United fan in the building. Ray, Amorim is already cooking low key. Oh.
Don't be deceived, guys.
I'm not fooled.
7 game unbeaten.
Don't be deceived, guys. On the real, Sha, we have the same points as Chelsea this season, but it's really not convincing.
Oh, voila.
Uh, I think from a United as a United fan though, it just feels like you go into every game, you don't know what's going to happen. And it's not like you're playing fantastically well either. Like if you watch the Palace game we won last week, for example, we did not have any clear chance on open play. The two goals we scored were um,
Get this.
that Zexy tight angle and then that
Mount. Messi
Mount
Mount.
free kick. But and we don't really have any clear chance in that game, like at all. I don't remember us having anyone. There was none at all. It was a very bad game, but we won and everybody was happy with the 3 points. If you look at the game in depth, you see that the game is just like every most games we played this season. Just like the Everton game, just like the West Ham game. You winning now depends on how the game goes. So for United, it's really not. It's hard to tell what they are doing right and what they are doing wrong because every game seems devoid of a major improvement or anything solid that okay, this is what they are heading towards. The Wolves game, Wolves are bad normally, sure. So that was not. I think it should have been a big surprise if we had not won that game. But at least we won that game. Um, us winning that game 4-1 was quite good. But even then again, even the Wolves game safe, I think we
They
made the game
played you
harder
guys.
than
They played you
yes.
guys. There was a point they were playing you guys.
Yes, we made the game harder for us than it was. We made the game harder for us like than it was supposed to be. I think there are periods. I think against Wolves we had periods where the game was like basketball, and I think when the game is like that, most teams have a chance against you. Wolves could have easily done something, but thank God, sha, they were able to get the second goal and then third and fourth came eventually. So good results though, but performance wise, the loss is still to be desired from the club as a whole.
All right. All right. All right. We also have our producer in the building, OJ. Barca Airline lived another day again after the first goal for Frankfurt. How Barca they face now? Your rivals Madrid are even misbehaving these days. Be like say La Liga na true for you guys this time.
No more. I'm just eating good though. If you see me now, I don't add weight. So my name is just the lose up and down. practice. Well, even though my own team wants to put me on high jump, but so well, so far so good. I don't like the fact that we are now the new comeback kings. But what to do? Flick will not hear what, so we will rest. I greet the house. Good evening, everyone.
Yeah, we greet you too. We greet you too. We greet you too. We also have if you're in the building, if you have fun, if you if you're in the house, right? If you need to actively misbehave, no one now, no one. I'm the host, Victor, the Arsenal fan in the building. I won't say just no, no, no. The Arsenal fan in the building. We'll get into today's template and just make this show as quick as possible. So today's template will talk about the Champions League games. I think it marks the sixth roundup. Then also talk about the battle of Anfield and the slot versus Mosala. Also look towards Real Madrid recent bad run of games and also round it up with weekend preview game. So let's just start off with the Champions League round of games. Let's start with who watch. Ray, did you see the Atlanta Chelsea game?
Not really though. I didn't really see it, but I liked the
But
result.
They go like I'm
I've
J.
seen that. I've seen some Chelsea fans online. They were complaining of Maresca trying about four fullback in one particular game. You were saying Gusto was in the midfield. They had James in the midfield. They also had these guys playing inverter. He started Chaluba right back, I think so.
Yeah, he did.
These tactical changes that Maresca is trying recently, compare with the amount of money they have spent in the squad. What is the reason of Chelsea on our own form? Because they were perfect against Barca, perfect against Arsenal, but now Leeds, who did they play? They played one thing before they played Bournemouth, and now Champions League. They've been four. Your take on
You
Chelsea in
see,
general?
you see this Chelsea of a club. I like them a lot because um, they are a team that, like I said, they can beat Barca today, lose to Leeds tomorrow. It literally happened in real life, sha, but I've said it before on our pod. It's just how they are, and it's majorly because of the core of their players are all young, and when you have so many young players, you kind of like expect inconsistencies from them. But then you now have a manager that is not even consistent himself. I think Maresca has this habit of always wanting to tweak, try this and try that, game to game basis, doing different things. So when you look at the whole thing like that, it's now becoming harder for them to navigate these things game to game. And it must be frustrating for the fans too as well because having the likes of Gusto and James on the field and still having to play Chalobah on the right was annoying. And it's even worse because you actually have midfielders on the bench too as well. So Maresca is I really don't know what to say about Maresca Sha, because I think some of these changes they are really not necessary. You can tweak, but in fact you are very free to tweak, but at least the tweaking should there should be some element of familiarity for these young players. But
Me trying,
that's just
me
how I
trying
see
to,
it.
me trying to play devil advocate now. What if Maresca looking at the bench is seeing the lack of Andre Santos and the lack of Penamote, and it feels like those two type of midfielder won't be able to give him the type of control he wants in that midfield. That was the reason why he then chose to play with them. We've seen in games where Lugosko and also Cucurella do invert into the midfield. So you really say that's just due to how will I say reflex motion. You have seen these guys playing a particular position recently than just trying out Benamotti and Dos Santos.
I think usually when Chelsea play football, they usually invert one of their fullbacks. In fact, they're always quite high. Kukureya and Gusto. Kukureya might invert in the midfield. Gusto goes high. Gusto might invert in the midfield. Kukureya goes high. So they have this habit of playing. When sometimes, why James says he plays in the midfield. Ehen. So it's quite normal. I think it's part of their core game plan. It's a way of stretching the position defense for them. My own now is that you said something about maybe they might not be able to give them the control that they need. But you have the likes of someone like Santos, for example. He can play that role now. Not like he hasn't played it before. Even for Chelsea, he has played it. If it's Santos and maybe one of the fullbacks playing that role, maybe Santos and James, then it's okay. Play Gusto on the right back, then play Chalobah in the centre back. You don't have to play your two fullbacks in midfield and then play your centre back on the right. There's really no there's really no need for that kind of change. But Maris Kasha, the thing with him is that I realize that most times when he does things like this, he's trying to um, target something in the opposition team, opposing team rather. So when you see him do things like this, he's trying to target a weakness to the opposing team. So maybe he was trying to do that. Maybe there's something he spotted in Atlanta that we don't really know or we've not really looked at it properly. Maybe it's something he was trying to target in their team and he just couldn't like get it. But all the same, I think what I said initially still stands for me. There's no need to tweak it that much when you have options.
All right. All right. Thank you. Um, let's move on. We have that same Tuesday we saw Barcelona play Frankfurt. Let me move on to OJ. OJ, when you saw Frankfurt's first goal, I think that was I was pretty very high because it was at the halfway line. Then you now saw the like of I think the guy bodied them. You were seeing the like of Bade running back to track the guy out because the guy just passed through your defense. This has been a recurring issue throughout this season. We saw Betis scoring you guys first before you guys even come back to your win. The first game, I think the first game in Camp Nou back, you guys conceded first before you guys won the game.
All right.
You guys won the game though, but that your back line is becoming worry. OJ, OJ, your mic is off.
Okay. Thank you very much. Well, of course, it's been a recurring theme all throughout this season, right? I've even lost count of the number of times that we've had to come back into matches and perhaps go on to win the game. And it's kind of getting like something we are used to. I'm just glad that the incident from the previous match, at least Balde was sensible enough not to foul him. If it's somebody else now, it's a different story. I didn't call
Sunday.
anybody's name. It would have been a different story, and then it would have handicapped us and then made the whole match difficult for us. So it's I don't know. I feel as if to a large extent there's some kind of balance being restored to the defense. Of course, we are not where we want to be, right? But if there's one thing I've noticed with the team so far so good is that they tend to concede less during the second half. So it's almost as if they grow into their instructions as the match progresses. So that's a plus. We just need to have a level of consistency from the beginning of every fixtures. Of course, it's this high line stuff. It's I don't know. It gives some kind of confidence to opposing teams. They feel as if they can hurt us because if you look at this match with if you look at Frankfurt, our opponent, the previous matches they've been playing, as in like let me see every single team in the Champions League has been giving them doggy. But then it got to our turn, and then it's a different scenario because they feel as if they can actually hurt us due to the way we are structured. And then they try to pose threats here and there. But then again, no shake now. You will still collect, right? So, but that's not to take away anything from the fact that we actually played very fluid and good football that particular night. I think the second half was way more better than the first half. And when they brought in, I think when they brought in Rashford, it kind of changed the dynamics of the entire game. Although I was thinking they were to take Lewandowski off because, well, it's still the same dilemma. When Lewandowski plays, you wish Ferran is starting. When Ferran starts, you wish Lewandowski was on the pitch. So he was just I don't know. He was the slow poke in our attack for the first half. He was just slowing the game down, and everything about him was just so old, if I'll put it like that. And I didn't really enjoy that first half. But when they brought in Rashford in the second half, became very, very much interesting because I tend to think that Fermin as a player, I think he does well when we are not holding too much of the possession. When we are always on transitions, that's when Fermin does well. I think almost the AM that we need if we want to hold possessions that much. So overall, it was a good game. It was a good game, and everything played out as I expected. Because of course, I expected us to concede first, but then I also expected us to get a win from the fixture, and then came out as expected. So that's good.
All right, all right, all right. Let's go over to the next picture on Tuesday. So we saw Patrick de San Siro where Liverpool went away to play Inter Milan. Emirates, that game was pretty much a ball fest until I think 90th minute before you guys scored the goal. How was your performance that particular game? Were there improvement? I was hearing them, and the slot was trying something like a diamond formation, this and that. Just the general gameplay of Liverpool that particular game. Am I right? Am I right? Mike the awful.
Emery is the
Game I
new
don't
me.
go
Oh, he
sleep.
does sleep.
Am I right? They laugh, no. Efe, Efe, you there?
I can hear you. I can hear you. I can hear you.
Yeah, take over my the
Eh?
performance from Intermatch.
Oh, so you don't pay people now. So I stopped watching. I'm no longer watching Liverpool match again. It's better to use the money and buy cook and drink. So any other matter I'm active for Liverpool, I'm not there. I did not watch the
You know
match.
what
I'm not watching the champion. No, Liverpool can't me at least. Just
am I there
I'm a
wake
neutral
up?
fan.
I would have loved to hear Skipper's take on this. So seriously.
You there awake?
It's
Am I
like
there awake?
I'm not there again. That's my
Now,
South Africa.
all of us don't agree am now. Say no need to dey watch our match again because you watch oh, at the end of the day you waste your data, you waste your time, you complain,
Wait your data.
vent,
From
vent,
watch the
vent,
match,
vent,
wait.
vent. You go still go
After the
Twitter,
match, we spend 1 hour.
vent.
What
So what's the
so
point? Na just waste of time. So no need. Just,
you have to announce to your call.
just it's frustrating, honestly speaking, because you watch hoping you see something different. You see the same shit, the same mistakes, the same errors, the same tactical nonsense. So it's like as if there's no improvement. So no point in wasting time and be watching the same thing because it's the same thing we have been complaining for weeks now. You still come and complain it again. So what's the essence? Doesn't make any sense.
But you know win the match too. Like
You said
you know win that match now. You know win them now. You know win the
I
match
tried,
now.
I tried watching. I could not even stream itself because where I was, the network was very bad. But I just saw the highlights. I saw the highlights, and all I can say was that I think Inter really allowed us play the game or dictate the game to an extent. I was expecting them to beat us properly, honestly speaking. I swear. I was expecting at least 3-0, but they left the game for us. So we are now playing the game. Maybe they forgot that they were the ones at home. So we're now playing the games because we had most of the allies in the first half were as from what I've seen so far, I think Curtis Jones did well. So goes there as well as always. Um, I think Inter came into the game during the second half or so, and the penalty, the goal we scored. Personally, for me, I feel like
Give
that
a picture, bro.
penalty was too soft. But like I was talking to Ife, I said I understand the reason why they gave the penalty in the first place because the goal that Konate scored, the one that was cancelled for a TK handball, it could actually be argued that it was not an handball because the angle was not clear. So it was as if they were not sure if it actually hit the hand. So I believe the referee was trying to like okay, cancel out the decision, the first decision with the penalty. Although there was an obvious pull of the shirt, but I just feel like oh, you're not supposed to reach to make you fall in the first place. But then there was a pull, so we got the win. I'm happy that we got the win, but at the same time, I'm not happy because I want slots out of my club as soon as possible.
Okay.
But with the win now, he don't buy himself some time. He
Okay.
don't get small grace. So I'm just seeing another Ten Hag all over again. When you feel say this guy don't come out, he don't scam win. He don't extend the grace.
Normal,
So
normal.
it is well. And now we dey go play Brighton. Another defeat.
It is well, my bro. It is well. It is well. I'm sure Man U fans can relate to this particular situation.
Ah, wow.
Let's
But
move on.
Spurs have lost only one game recently.
You said?
Spurs has lost only one game recently.
I think in his last, I don't even know how many set.
Don't know how many.
And it's not doing so bad now.
It's doing bad. You drew like two matches, I think three.
No
That will
These
be
are
how
matches.
many?
these are
They ended them
Five.
before before the Liverpool goals if you come.
I beg.
Final draw, Sunderland game. You were defending at home to Sunderland. Defensive against Sunderland, Anfield, no shame, no honor. No, no, no. That guy deserve to go. No, no.
Don't worry, this guy saved the day now.
Chiesa. No,
Be
Zero
like
Chiesa
say,
saved.
honor. Like,
be like, be like when I don't know say I get major crash out yes that last week. Oh.
Sunderland
I had to
game.
crash out the
But
week before. Remember, I know the
Na
next day.
na
major
Leeds
crash
crash
out
out.
guy. Like
Na
I
the
was so
Which
Leeds
game?
na
pissed,
Leeds
man.
game.
yes na Leeds
Eh?
now.
No, no.
Leeds game.
After the Leeds game, the next day I
Yes
think
now.
Well, that game sweet oh.
major crash out guy. Like I was so pissed. Now I just doing different, so
Like
I
my
don't
coach,
even
which
care.
is goddamn mad. This is Jacob Murphy. God, no, God ought to pick that man. Supposed to
Abeg
take him
abeg.
on Monday, put slot on Monday.
Like
I don't.
that slot guy, I will never forget this guy. Like whether if you like make him win quadruple,
Big
I will
league
still
winner.
pray for them to sack him. He's a very stupid person.
The second,
In a
Abeg
in
let's
a in
very
a team
stupid.
in a club where you have Salah, you are telling me the reason he sack is not scoring is because you don't have the talent of Jacob Murphy. Like what insult? Like how can you be so stupid? Like I've never seen somebody as stupid as this man. Look at what you are saying on television where millions will be watching. Millions. No shame, no single shame.
But
Now
Nas,
you're
is
saying
that how he said it?
Yes, now he said
no,
that
he said
the reason why
a
Isaac
profile
was
like
not
Jacob Murphy.
getting like
Service.
provision or something was because we lack the talent of Jacob Murphy.
Pro-
The way Jacob Murphy was
The
doing
profile
for Newcastle,
like the
like
profile. Yeah, the profile Jacob Murphy
Jesus
offer.
Christ.
It doesn't make
Uh,
sense because
Like
Salah
it
is one of
doesn't
the
make sense. Like Salah literally won
Salah is not
best
a winger.
assist, I mean most assist in Premier League last season. Then this season, this is the nonsense you open your mouth to say. Like, are you even does it even reason?
but now so the talk culture. But we'll get to that fight in our feet very soon. I beg. No, we just round up this one first. Um, let's move on. Sawata, welcome to the building. Sawata, we greet you. Sawata,
And they are asleep.
don't go sleep. Okay. All right. So move on. On Wednesday we saw the like of Arsenal, Man City, and Arsenal, Man City. Who else speaking again? PSG play a goalless draw, and we saw Marseille playing a 2-2 draw. Um, generally, Arsenal game was nothing to write. Was a quiet professional win.
I agree with you.
3-0. We beat you too, Osawota.
Did you
Was
see
it?
Madrid keep kicking?
He has always had the talent now, but the thing is that he's not producing it often. So I'm not surprised. Even the coach was not really surprised with the goal because we know Madueke can actually do that. He has ball striking ability. He's very good when it comes to one-on-one play. His drives is direct. The only discourse now in Arsenal community is Gyökeres and Odegaard. There have been recent fights online everywhere. Is it Gyökeres that is the issue, or Odegaard is the issue, or is it, or
I
is
have
it?
I saw an Arsenal fans tweet yesterday, and I agree with the person because when Merino plays number nine, he has like one big chance every game. Same with that's at least
One
two.
big
And
chance,
even
at least. So yeah, at least.
at least, I mean, I said at least one big chance every game. That means he gets the service. Then you look at
Jesus yesterday.
Jesus played
Jesus
yesterday from
yesterday.
home and he
Guy,
hits bar once. Then he had like two other shots. He almost scored now.
he almost
So
scored.
now the question now is that it's just like this same conversation I had about Hoyle on that time. You can't always say striker doesn't have service. It's because most times you are the one that will have to demand the service. Maybe it's your traits, your movements, or whatever it is you use to get tired of defenders. uh Gyökeres, for example, I just feel like the traits that he used to get those chances in Portugal when he come when he's in these higher levels, it becomes neutralized. I don't know if that makes sense. It's more or less like there is this struggle. I know I watched the game against Villa.
Wait,
It wasn't very
wait,
convincing. I'm with you.
wait,
I'm with you.
this sentence of you can a striker must have at least one chance a game or something. It does not apply you. I mean,
No,
it's
no, no. You
Lord
don't
Coach
understand what I
Alan.
said.
It's Lord Coach Alan.
No, no,
I
no.
swear, Wallahi, Alan
That's,
will not give
I,
much of
I,
a
did
good
not
game.
say I did not say striker must get one big chance in a game. I'm referring
Hmm.
to the Arsenal team specifically. You understand?
Okay,
When
okay, 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 okay.
plays nine for us now, when Jesus plays nine, when Havertz plays nine, they all seem to get chances. Why is it now
Yeah.
Gyökeres that doesn't get the chance?
All right.
Because if you Gakpo at a nine, no chance for 6 months.
No,
All
worry,
right.
I'm orange is the same thing.
All right. For me, there's been a very big discourse in my Arsenal group chat where I'm currently on. So I say one argument is more they say they argue this matter. For me, Gyökeres should improve. Also, the team should improve. I will take my mind back to Villa game when we were under pressure. We were setting ball where I would give to him that he should at least hold it down and at least allow the winger or allow other people linking play with him to allow us push out the pressure. He loses the ball too often. That is number one. He loses the ball too often. And the only time he has a good game is when Eze play with him because Eze doesn't drop deep like Odegaard. Eze is like he bounce back for him. Like Eze stay close to him where once he gets the ball, he sees Eze with him. Like he just pass to Eze. Like he want to bounce back. So but that does not actually improve his goal scoring option because it's just like he's assisting Eze. Eze likes to stay around the box where there is space, those edge of the box where there is space. That is edge of the zero zone. So if Gokeres can at least drag the two centre back, creating a space where Eze will stay. So Eze is like a bounce back to him. But the thing is that the only way Gokeres can find a goal is when we play Odegaard. Now that is the dilemma because Odegaard is the only person in the Arsenal team that will make that pass to him. I.e. Madueke goal. Goalkeeper was open for him to pass, but he didn't pass it. He went for a shot. Thank God he scored. Because Arsenal fan would have said, why did he pass him? Pass to him. Saka goal against Brentford. Saka for miss that ball. Keeper even catch herself. Now even lucky he went and post. but Gyökeres was wide open to pass to him. He didn't pass to him. I'm not saying Saka should pass to him though. If Saka wants to be the captain of the team and member of the team, he should be taking those type of chances. But if you see the like of Odegaard in that particular situations, Odegaard will always look to make that particular pass. I was when Arsenal fans are saying we should drop Odegaard, I'm like, Ateta doesn't like chaotic games. Like Ateta, it's when games are back to back to back to back. Like that Villa game, Odegaard was exhausted. Odegaard ran the game from minute one, minute 20 down to 70 minutes, but he was exhausted. That was why end of the game became very, very, very chaotic. The game wasn't with Odegaard again because at the end of the 90 minutes, it was one and the commentator gave man of the match before beyond their goal that Charlie take it back to Aston Villa player. Odegaard tends to control game and tends to like when Atlanta like games where he's more controlled, then limiting options or limiting him being in danger of conceding the goal. So in all, I feel the way we can move forward is when we incorporate both Odegaard and AZ in the midfield. Now that now brings us back to Zubimendi. Zubimendi is also very, very good in performing the role Odegaard performs. Zubimendi likes to drop deep to take the ball from the centre back and also progress the ball. There's also cause of concern that if Zubimendi and Odegaard is dropping deep, they are trying to be in the ways of their line of passing. All these things are meant for the coach to decide. I'm not the coach, I'm just a fan. But my own mindset is that if he's to play Eze in the
Studio,
midfield, he's not going to play
the only guide I have
either
experience.
Odegaard or Zubimendi. But if he's to play
So you give
Odegaard in the
400,000
midfield,
one time from
he can
300K.
he can't
Don't calm
play
down,
he
bro.
can't play Eze in that midfield because you will need so you keep to play Odegaard in the midfield, you need to drop Zubimendi. Sorry, you need to drop Zubimendi. But now, meaning that Rice will now play DM. And Rice now, like Rice is the one that actually carries the ball. Like this is a very complex situation. Arsenal make it a very complex situation in terms very because there's different profiles and very similar profiles between Odegaard and Zubimendi. But the dilemma is Gyökeres. He should improve because Merino is seeing chances to score. Jesus is seeing chances to score. I also heard that Kayaba to be that first choice when he comes back. So you can't tell me you're playing Club Brugge, you didn't have one shot to target. Like that was really, really poor. When you see the like of Waneri coming and getting two shots on target, even Jesus actually look more livelier than you. So I can't support him anymore. Even though my stance here, I've been always Sesco. I like Sesco. Assuming it was Sesco we purchased, I'll be more comfortable than this Victor Gyökeres. But he's not an Arsenal player. What can we do? We move on. Omo, now so we be. Let's move on to Man City, Real Madrid. OJ, your
Active.
your Pep went to Bernabeu, and it seems like Rodrigo anytime he hear say Man City dey come down oh, he no just
You know,
care.
just care.
He
Oh.
must
Whether
just
now 50
he
goals
must
drought,
just
50 matches drought, no concern now.
that is scoring boot. He must wear am. He just shoot. He score the goal, my guy. He started with Rodrigo goal. We're thinking, okay, oh, Madrid don't come back. Oh. He even bench Mbappe. Say they don't come back. They don't come back. Oh no, Papa, they don't come back like this. I didn't even get any answer for them. How was the game now? I know you saw it.
Yeah, I caught every moment of it until MTN did not allow me to continue this hate watch. It was at first, well, going into the game, I totally expected Madrid to lose because I was already saying that if Madrid go on to win that match, I will come to the group chat. I will just tell you guys that if I make anything allow Man City to carry this league this season, then just know that you guys are ass forever, forever and forever. Because this was a match I thought I did not see Madrid winning in any way because of I think it's largely because of the injury problems they have. Their two starting CBs are out injured. Asensio has not really been getting match fitness, and then there is Rudiger who just came back from a lengthy spell on the sidelines. So that was their centre back pairing, and then for the wing backs, for the full backs, of course, Carreras, I think one of the bright star for their game yesterday. Carreras as well as Valverde, right? But yeah, that was a makeshift defense. Their full right backs were out injured, and then I think it's safe to say the only starter in that back four was Carreras, and the midfield was also nothing to write home about. And then coupled with the absence of their talisman in the person of Mbappe, just made the whole thing a little bit more daunting for them. And of course, they tried. They tried. The game was just it was end to end. It was very very fun. It was very very fun. And then again, you have to give it up to Courtois. Courtois made tremendous saves yesterday. He was the one that literally kept. As a matter of fact, for the past 3 games, if not for Courtois, those guys will be shipping in at least at an average of 3 goals every single match. So he has been very, very essential for them this particular period. But then again, I don't know. It's there have been speculations that if Zabi goes on to lose this match, then there's a likelihood that he might go on to lose the job. I'm seriously hoping that's not the case because well,
It's not too
he's
early.
delivering on
It's too
he's
early now.
delivering on my end of the bargain. So I think I would want him to stay until the end of the season. He seems to be doing a good job. I don't know what Madrid fans are saying, but as far as I'm concerned, they should just stick with him and be patient. I think they will. I think things will come up well for them. But for now, that's by the way. But so I still also with regards to City's performance itself, I wasn't really too
Impressed, I
pleased.
beg.
I
You were not
wasn't really too
impressed.
impressed about their performance. But oh well, a win is a win, and what can we say? Still,
The win, the win. Thank God. It seems like Pep have evolved with his tactics. It's more counter attack type of
that's how
things he
we
will play
evolve
now.
and go and collect L this weekend. Don't mind that man.
Oh well, no. So let's now move on to the next template. Okay, we saw some better results. Bayern Munich also won. Really won. We saw PSG playing a goalless draw. Unfortunately, body ticket. Like how they played 0-0 with Bilbao. Then we saw ATM winning 3-2 against PSG. And yeah, also Man United played Wolf in the
Yes, I wanted
Champions
to
League.
even say that. How can we forget that fixture?
No, they play the Champions League now.
Play Wolves, so
Man,
let
they,
them even first
they
start
play
this
Wolf
week,
in the
safe.
Champions League. Now Champions League, they start the Champions League, so they play Wolf 4-1. It was a very impressive game. Uh,
Sweet swing, you have to be there.
okay, let's move on. So let's move on to the Battle of Anfield. Hmm. After after Liverpool played a 3-2 draw with Leeds, everyone was thinking maybe this was just a thinking bomb for Slot to be sacked. Then after the game, we saw a bomb from Salah stating being thrown under the bus and stuff like that. Then Monday Night Football came in where um, Jimmy Carragher came out and called Salah a failure in Chelsea before making it in Liverpool, and also saying that um, the right back of Salah was suffering for the past, I think, past 10 years. Am I right? What's your own take on this particular toxic situation in Liverpool? And do you think, what's the way forward? Like, what do you see Salah coming in? And, or do you see the club backing Salah or backing Salah? Am I right?
Well, the way forward is very very simple, but it's just that FSG refuse to do the right thing. Sack slots. It's as simple as that. Just sack this man. This man is useless. Okay, just imagine Madrid. They drew, I think, 3 games, a bit 2 games, lost one or something, won one. Okay, this is their like second loss, I think, after setup people. And Alonso's job is already on the line. and these people are second in the league. These people are still in the top eight in the Champions League. Just imagine. And then you have my club, Liverpool, where the manager has lost 9 out of how many games? About how many games before now? And the club will come out and tell you that they are solidly behind the manager. Like this man, they use jazz. Like they use jazz on these people.
They are
Like
still
it
behind
doesn't
him.
it doesn't make any single sense. Like it doesn't make sense. A manager will publicly come outside and say he's confused. He does not know why all this is happening. Are you a fool? Is it not your job to know what is happening and how to make corrections? If you don't know what to do, why not quit? Like it doesn't really make any sense. It doesn't make any sense. Like the comments Slot has been making, it is enough to have been sacked like since. But for some reasons, our board of directors or whatever, they pretend as if they did not hear anything. But when it came to Salah issue now, they came outside with their stupid heads, and they are saying this, that you cannot disrespect a manager. This same manager that has come out and thrown every one of his players under the bus, this same manager will come out and he will tell you that the reason why we lost, this man has come outside and said the reason why we lost the game is because of some particular players. He has not done it once, he has not done it twice, but nobody dey see that one. Na the manager is working on it. Why this guy has no single clue? That's why when I see people, as in, I do not understand Liverpool fans. Honestly speaking, I do not understand Liverpool fans. Like, I do not expect to be seeing some Liverpool fans will be saying that Salah has no rights, blah 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 blah. He disrespected the manager. He is not bigger than the club. Like, what the fuck are you even talking about? Which Mumu club is that? Club that went 30 years without the Premier League. So which big club is that? Like, it's mental, guy. Like, it's mental. Every trophy that we have, every of our recent trophy that we have, everything. I know, yes, it's not an individual effort, but Salah has a hand in all of it. So he has every right to say what he said. Yes, it might not come out the way he wanted it. By saying, okay, he has earned the spot, he doesn't have to fight for it. Yes, I know maybe it might sound bad, but then I get where it's coming from. You cannot expect somebody that has had 8 years of consistency, 8 years of consistency, delivering for 8 years. Then all of a sudden you are now saying it's the problem of the team. How does that even make sense? Like, how does it make sense? Like what I've been saying, things have definitely happened behind the scenes. Things have been happening behind the scenes. It's just that it's a sad thing that when players speak out, they will make them out to be the villain of every story. Once any player just speaks out, you are the villain. When Isaac spoke out, he's the villain. When anybody speaks out, he's the villain. He's not bigger than the club. It's not this, it's not that. That's the story everywhere, which is very, very, very bad. Somebody that has spent 9 years in the club, this is his ninth year in the club. All of a sudden, everybody is feeling that he's disrespecting the club. How daft can people be? How daft can people be? How daft can people be? Like, it's just so sad, It's just so sad that people are backing on the slots over Salah.
Wait, but
What
am I
has
right?
this guy done? The
Am
league,
I
the
right?
league, the
Am
league.
I right?
I hear
Am I
you. I
right?
hear you.
Nobody's actually backing an slot over Salah.
People are backing on the slot, brother. That means you have not gone to Twitter. You have not seen half of what I've seen, bro. Go and
Most
check. Go and
most
make your
most
findings.
most Liverpool players, most Liverpool fans, sorry, including you, want an slot out, right? Most Liverpool
Not
players,
most people.
most Liverpool
That's
fans.
what I'm saying. Not most people. Most people they fail to realize that this guy is not helping the team. You don't get it. Most people they fail to realize it. That's the problem. Because if you ask these people now, it's a matter of sentiment. oh, he won us a Premier League last season, that kind of thing. Okay, it will be wrong to sack him now. Like, guy, he will not be the first manager. Di Matteo, he was the one that won Chelsea their first ever Champions League the following season. He did not even last. He was sacked. Tuchel won Chelsea their second Champions League. The following season was sacked. And what these coaches that were sacked, they did not even do what they are doing, what as Slot has done, the bad records this guy has had. Like none of them even had quarter records that we have not had for over 70 years. That's what we're having now. Over 70, like, is that not mental? Over 70 years. Over 70 years. Just think about it now. Like, it doesn't make any sense. And then in the aspect of Carragher, that guy is just so stupid. It's obvious that he has issues with Salah for some reasons I do not understand. That guy is just so stupid. Anytime he speaks, he just he doesn't have sense. He just speaks without sense. So I will not really read meaning to anything that he says. Look at what Gerard said now. That's can you not see what Gerard has been saying? What said. That's how to respond to. Look at it, just ranting, Chelsea failure, this that, blah blah blah. Kevin De Bruyne, was he not a Chelsea failure as well, or did he not play for Chelsea? Stupid fuck. Yes, I'm sorry for my language.
Alright, 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 alright. No wahala, no wahala. Um,
Man, you dey vex. Oh.
I swear.
I'm pissed too. I'm pissed, guy.
no issue, no issue. Um, info reaching me that we will continue more, more, more of our preview tomorrow. So talk more mostly on mostly the prediction and looking at weekend games. So because of some technical issue, but just let's end with this Salah issue before the production ends.
Mm.
Ray, being the neutral in this particular matter, how do you see the whole situation in Liverpool?
Ah man, it reminds me of a time. Um, Ronaldo and Ten Hag all over again. But this one, I don't know. The whole thing is, um, I think the way Slot has handled the situation hasn't been good, and Salah himself too as well. I think there's some words to use that maybe he shouldn't have used them. But like, what Carragher did was, when a house is burning, you now go and add your own kerosene on top. So, and then you increase the fire. I think what Carragher did was very, very unnecessary. I think the Carragher statement about the situation, it felt like he was coming from a defensive standpoint. And in a situation like this, you are not really supposed to do that because this is Salah now. Salah is like Liverpool's,
Legend.
they will be in their top three best ever players, if at all.
Now
As
top
maybe
two,
maybe after Gerrard or
that
Dalglish,
Gerrard.
see Salah. Ehen. Maybe, I don't know. I'm not a Liverpool fan. I'm just saying we'll be in their top three, top some says they are top one. Just depends on the fan you're asking. So Salah is a legend now, all time great for the club, for Premier League, and this is someone that literally gave this manager his league title last season with that kind of campaign. And there's just this sense of, I don't call it ingratitude, but it's edging towards that because of how this situation was handled. So when you look at Gerard's statements about the whole situation, Gerard was calm. Like he agreed that Salah was emotional, but this thing happens. Footballers are human beings too as well. You don't expect a player like Salah to just sit on the bench for 3, 4, 5 games and there is no communication what is happening. I'm sure as hell that he has gotten some kind of messages from maybe the top people in the office and then even from Slot himself. So he just had to do something about the situation. Ehen. how to protect himself, how to protect his image, how to protect what's happening, how to fix his own narrative about the situation. So even when fans are saying um Salah went too far, me I disagree because this is a career. Like this is my career. I have to fix the narrative about the situation. I can't let this thing run. This thing doesn't favor me. This is not what is happening. You have to like come and say these things outside. I think even Gerard said mentioned he had done something like that.
Ray,
Gerard himself, Gerard himself
so
said Mahrez
Ray,
fell out in the defender. Yeah, I'm with you. I'm with you.
sorry to cut you, but I just want to add something to
No
what
problem.
you are saying. You see, the what pisses me off the most is that Salah saying this thing. He's saying it because he wants the team to get better. He
Exactly.
wants to contribute. You understand? So the way they are now treating the whole team is as if, okay, I don't want to do my part. I want to. You understand? Like it's just wrong. It's just wrong. This is somebody that has the club at heart. He wants it to be better. He knows he can do better.
Exactly.
Mm.
All right,
Exactly. So
all right,
yeah, that's just how it is, Shell.
all right, all right. All right. So for me though, I feel both parties were wrong. Both Carragher, Salah, everybody was wrong. But I'll give my take. I'll give my
It's,
take
I'm coming. I'm
on the
coming. Let
situation.
me, wait, you said all parties were wrong, but wrong has what's the word now? Context. So what context do you feel that all the parties are wrong?
I'll I'll give my contest tomorrow. Technical difficulty and issue. Um, we will talk more on Salah more from my own perspective, and we look at also Arsenal back-to-back hard games according to Real Madrid and their recent form in the next week. And I'll talk more on Syria and sorry La Liga because La Liga has becoming very interesting. Now Barca is on top very soon. Maybe Madrid will be on
So
top.
we have a meeting tomorrow.
Yeah, we have a meeting tomorrow. Yes, OJ laptop party, something like that. Yeah,
Oh,
we'll complete it tomorrow. Hopefully by
All
that
right.
time.